Passengers of a Delta connection flight from Charlotte are dealing with an extended stay in New York that they didn't ask for. It's all because of a taxiway collision between two aircraft at LaGuardia last night around 9 o'clock. A Delta spokesperson says that both of the planes were operated by Endeavor Air and that the crash happened on a taxiway at low speed. The airline says it's now giving the impacted passengers hotel rooms and meals with rebooking plans for sometime today. According to the New York Port Authority, at least one of those passengers was injured, but no word on the extent of those injuries. So Chief Transportation Correspondent and pilot Mackay Beeler is joining us now to kind of give us some insight into what happened. We're, thankfully no one was seriously hurt. Again, that one injury, we don't know the extent of it, but this was at a low speed, right?
Right, and I want to make it clear, I'm not an investigator.
Right.
I am a pilot, I've flown thousands of hours, but I wasn't there, so I'm not speculating, but I'm just saying what it appears to be and what investigators will be looking into. So obviously it appears that one of the airplanes was where it was not supposed to be. And if one of them was supposed to hold and did not, was this a problem from ATC? Did air traffic control give a wrong clearance to both aircraft? So they will be listening to the tape. So here's a diagram of what allegedly happened. So we see one airplane is already on a taxiway, and another airplane looks like should have held, but is going to enter part of the taxiway. Now, if you're told to hold, you don't want any part of the aircraft on the taxiway.
And it looks like it is holding, but is there part of the nose?
Right. Yes, absolutely. It's sticking out there, so it got hit. So the question is, was there a brake issue? Were they not able to stop? Was there a mechanical issue? Or was there a problem with situational awareness? So pilots are supposed to be looking out the window.
Right.
Never should both pilots have heads down doing a checklist. Both should be looking out the window. So we have two different planes here. Why didn't they see each other? Now, it's possible maybe the plane that appeared to creep over into the taxiway, maybe it had a brake issue.
That's possible.
Right, so this is something that investigators will be looking into. As far as the confusion about where you are, taxiways are marked with yellow lines like the taxi cab. And it's at night, so it has blue edge lights and green centerline lights. So it does appear that the plane that was turning onto the taxiway should have held.
Right.
So we don't know. They're going to be looking into that. So
it's sort of a silly question as we kind of look at that diagram there where the plane stops.
If it's accurate.
If that's accurate, right? This, again, a silly question, but there's no reverse. Is there a reverse button, a reverse lever on an aircraft?
No.
Okay.
If that aircraft was supposed to stop and was able to, should have put the parking brake on.
Got it.
To prevent that from happening. But again, we don't know what the clearance was, so we need to listen to the tapes from ATC. Maybe ATC made a problem, had a problem with the clearances, conflicting clearances, but the pilot should be able to look out the windscreen and say, oh, stop, we got an aircraft over here.
Right.
So we'll see what happens. As far as what the FAA will do, the NTSB will do, the chief pilot of Endeavor Air, part of American Airlines, or Delta, excuse me, we'll have a talk with the pilots.
I was going to say, what happens to the pilot who's deemed at fault here?
Right. So it'll be some remedial training. Well, there's a lot of damage though to both aircraft. But it's an oopsie. It's a fender bender. Thank God, I believe only one flight attendant had a knee injury.
Okay.
We'll find out. So details are still coming in. So again, situational awareness of the pilots. Why didn't they see each other? They were pretty close. Was there a mechanical issue? They'll also do drug testing and alcohol testing. So the investigators will be busy, but fortunately, most everything turned out all right.
Yeah, not a close call in this situation. Definitely a collision there, but thankfully everyone's okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.